Shalom, it's your brother Yahweh, giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rahak, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Shalom to the elect of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, whom the Lord will have mercy on in these latter days. Shalom, shalom to the men of the Lord, the prophets that are preaching and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. And I have another quick article here. You have this demon up here, this so-called Negro. This who's really, an Israelite who sold out, or maybe he's not, but you can see this guy. This headline that says, "Surgeon General, coronavirus face mask promote freedom." Now Esau is now engaged in yet another propaganda campaign, basically trying to guilt people into wearing these masks because they want this to be the new normal. That like the wickedness that is going on in this place, the lying that's taking place about the idea of this. Now they're saying asymptomatic spread is happening, which they have no proof of that. They really don't know how many people have the virus because they've only tested 2 million people out of 330 some million. So at the end of the day, Esau has no idea what he's talking about because it's not knowable because people aren't having it. A lot of people are just storming beaches. They're out in the lines at bars. They're protesting. They're doing all manners of things that are against what he is trying to do, which is control them and get them to fall in line. But ultimately, he's going to wax worse and worse. It says U.S. General, coronavirus face mask promote freedom. The U.S. Surgeon General on Sunday urged people to wear face coverings, saying they will promote freedom during the coronavirus pandemic. Now, how on earth does covering your face up promote freedom, which is an illusion anyway? If anything, the symbology of it looks like you're being silenced, You have this big thing covering over your face. How does that promote freedom? That like this is sad, to be honest. And some people are gonna fall for this rhetoric. Dr. Jerome Adams, which that Jake you saw on the headline up there, push back on the idea that face coverings infringe on freedoms, because people are saying the opposite. You're breathing in all of that same air. That you're not supposed to wear those things around all day. That's supposed to prevent you very hypersensitive areas where you need to be sterile. Like doctors and stuff. You got somebody opened up on a table and they're very vulnerable to any type of viral infection. But this virus is everywhere. You haven't sterilized the whole earth. You can't sterilize the whole earth like you can do a hospital room. So this whole damn thing makes no sense. Saying they're important to slow the spread of coronavirus and reopen the economy. So see how they're dangling? If you want the economy reopened, just play ball and wear the mask. It's this whole carrot and stick reward psychology mind game that they're playing, because they're the devil, at the end of the day. This is Psalms 120:2. It says, "Deliver my soul, O Lord, from lying lips and a deceitful tongue. What shall be given unto thee? Or what shall be done unto thee, thou false tongue? Sharp arrows of the mighty with coals of juniper." So the Most High sees all of this, And as men of the Lord, as Israelites, we need to be up on this as well too. When you see rhetoric like this, something in your spirit, just stand up, and say something is off about this, And the scriptures warned us that the devil would be using deceitful words, trying to entrap us, trying to control us. It says, he said, face coverings lead to less asymptomatic spread of the virus, which leads to more places opening sooner. It says exercise and promote your freedom by choosing to wear a face covering. So right now they're trying to sell you on it, but eventually it's going to be mandatory. They're going to start locking you up. Like where's your face mask? You know, or go inside if you're not going to wear a face mask. Adam said in a tweet, which is also included a photo of him in a mask. Public health officials have emphasized the importance of face coverings amid the country's reopening, given that people without symptoms could unknowingly transmit COVID-19. The coverings are primarily to prevent people with the virus from infecting others. Now, there's a whole economy now that they've created that somebody's probably getting rich on creating these face masks based on this propaganda. Now uh how they're what their next step and plans are, it remains to be seen, like the immediate plans, but we know that vaccine is around the corner, and we should know not to engage or take that vaccine. That's most certainly going to lead to what we know as the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. This is Proverbs 6, verse 17. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. So this is exactly what he's doing here. He's sowing confusion and discord. He's trying to scare people, because this virus, they know exactly who is killing, and it's seniors, it's elders, and they're trying to pin this on Jake right now, using rhetoric like blacks need the vaccine first. Like this man's got to go. It says where was I? Earlier, guidance from U.S. officials didn't recommend widespread masking, but in April, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommended face coverings for the general public in places where social distancing is difficult to maintain, like grocery stores. At the time, CDC cited growing evidence that people could spread coronavirus without feeling sick. Well, no shit. Coronavirus is in the air. It's gonna spread. You can't stop the spread of it. This whole, at first they were talking about, well, we're just trying to flatten the curve so the hospitals don't get overwhelmed. Well, now the hospitals are laying people off. That bullshit spike that they said happened months ago, and they're still trying to scare you into wearing a goddamn face mask, man. This is the last precept. This is Isaiah 2:32-7. Says the instruments also of the churl are evil. A churl is like a scoundrel, low life person. He devises wicked, devices to destroy the poor with lying words. Even when the needy speaketh right, So they'll demonize us for getting, on YouTube or being on the highways and byways warning our people of this. They'll lock us up. You say it's not authoritative. You're not getting this from an authoritative source like WHO, which has been known to be wrong, which is the World Health Organization, known to be wrong, known to be in bed with another country. It says, but the liberal devises liberal things, and the liberal and by liberal things shall he stand. Let's rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. So y'all need to wake up at the end of the day, Like you need to recognize propaganda when you see it. That Esau is doing his thing, which is just spreading lies, falsehood, deceit. You know, madness in the earth, and definitely here in America. You know, so I just wanted to get that. Call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Rachakwadash. Hopefully you brothers were edified. Shalom and a Baba Ball.